Hi guys, Allison here. Happy Fuse Class Friday. So this week's project, as you can see, I have my little drawing that I made. I did a little mock-up on Adobe Illustrator and printed it out. I'm going to be making a Christmas-themed mandala. So I think one of my very first videos on YouTube was a mandala, and I've always loved making them. I really enjoy the radial symmetry. And I thought it would be fun to make a Christmas version. So I can already tell I'm going to love this project. I think I'm going to make a bunch of these and have them listed on my Etsy shop if anyone's interested. It already looks so cute and I haven't even started. So we have our holly around the edge with the little Santa hats in between, have some Christmas trees and gifts, and then a big snowflake in the center. I'm thinking I have some colors pulled out for what I'm going to be using, and I think I have a plan, but that could always change, of course. And then, oh, that's what I was going to say, is I was thinking that for like the gifts and the little Christmas trees, that I'm not going to make them all exactly the same. Like maybe make the little ornaments different, or make, one striped, one polka dot on the gifts. We'll see what ends up happening. Maybe I will like them all looking exactly the same, but we will see. So let me zoom out here and we can go ahead and get started on this. I think I'm going to work from the outside in on this one. So I want to start with the holly here. I'm going to be using quite a bit of translucent glass because I think this project would be nice hung in a window. So I'm going to start with this translucent teal color. All right, so we have the little hollies done. I think those look really cute. And I'm going to now do the little Santa hats in between. So I have my translucent red here. I already have all these pre-cut triangles. Obviously these are too big, but this is going to make it a lot easier to just, you know, cut the corners off of these to make little tiny Santa hats. Adorable. So I have all these little tiny dots that I had pre-made. That's what I used for the holly berries. I get asked a lot what I do with like the scrap bin that I create from using this tool. And recently I just kind of threw a lot of it on the kiln shelf and made all these little teeny tiny dots. So that is a great way to recycle scrap glass. That's part of the reason why I really love glass fusing so much, is that you can basically use every single part. There's not really a lot of waste. I mean, eventually, like if you can't even pick up the piece, then you do sweep it up and throw it out, but there's a lot of stages before you get there. So I know these white dots are going to be hard to see on the white paper, but I'm just adding the little white pom-pom for the Santa hat. And then I'll go back and make a little white brim. I don't know if that's the right word for a Santa hat, but a little white detail underneath the red as well. Maybe with some stringer. I'll have to see how that looks. Actually, I don't even know if I have white stringer. I definitely need to get some more colors. So a trick with these, so when they get so small, it's sometimes hard to tell which side is the flat bottom. So here, let me show you with a different color so it's easier to see. So what I just do is I kind of just roll it around on a flat surface until it settles, and then you know which side is the flat side to glue it down. I think instead of using stringer for that little bit under the hat, I'm gonna go ahead and use some thin white, just because I have it right here. So it'll be a lot easier to cut than regular white. Okay, so we have Santa hats, the holly. I'm gonna move on to the little Christmas trees next, I think. Oh, looks so cute. Okay, and just line it up. I mean, obviously I'm not following my, computer generated design exactly because I think that would be impossible, at least for how I work, but this is looking really cute to me, so I'm just gonna keep on checking. So for the trees, I'm gonna use this lighter, sort of more yellow green. Alright, have our cute little trees there. Love the little ornaments on the trees. And then we're gonna do the gifts. I think I'm gonna do the gifts in white. And then add some little decorations on top. So now I'm going to go back into my little scrap bin and just pick out basically frit, just the little tiny chips to make little bows at the top. digging through my stringer bin here, trying to find, I think reds and greens to make little stripes on the gifts. It's hard to tell what colors I have in here when they're all mixed together. There's some green. All the little presents are done. I'm just going to put this back up here to do the snowflake because I do want to try to get that pretty accurate to my drawing. And for the snowflake, instead of doing white because I thought that that would be too subtle, I'm going to do this like turquoise blue. So not accurate to real life, a little bit of an artistic take on a snowflake, but you know, that's fine. Yeah, I think we're done here. I know I have another like layer of little sticks on my drawing, but I think that I don't need to add those. to be finished. So let me zoom you guys in so we can see some of the detail. I think it's hard to see a little bit, some of the things on the white, so I'll pick it up again. But I'm so pleased with this. I think it's so cute. This might be one of my favorite things I've ever made. Love all those little details there. So as always, I will be back tomorrow and show you guys the final fired project. And like I said at the beginning, I think I might just make a couple more of these and get these listed on my Etsy shop. I think they're gonna be really popular. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. One more thing before I get this fired, actually, I don't need to. I'm going to add a fused in hook to the project so that it can be hung. I was initially thinking I would drill a hole afterwards, but I just don't I don't want to drill through one of the elements, and if I put the hole in the empty spots, I don't want it to hang that way. So we're gonna add a hook, and I'm gonna just sort of fit it into my design here under this holly. So I made this hook. This is nichrome wire. It's a high temperature wire. I'm going to add that. And then I'm going to put just a clear piece underneath, or excuse me, on top, to sandwich that wire in between the two layers of glass. And then I'm just going to add my berries back on top of this clear piece. Let's see if I can manage to do that. It's a little bit fiddly. Maybe I need a thinner piece of clear. All right, now I'm not going to touch it because now we're done. So I will see you guys tomorrow with the finished project. Bye. Hi guys, we are back. It's the next day. I have my little fired Christmas mandala here. Let me pick this up, maybe zoom in a little bit so we can see. Overall, super happy with this. I still maintain it's one of the cutest things I've ever made. I don't know, it just brings me a lot of joy, these tiny Christmas things. I will point out one thing. This one little teeny tiny red dot jumped off this present to over here next to the Santa hat. So I'm considering whether or not I should try to use my Dremel and get that red dot off of there, or just, you know, leave it as something that's handmade and, you know, not perfect like a factory made item would be. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that below. But overall, super, super pleased with that. Let me show you, I did end up making a couple more actually. So let me put this guy off to the side. I made one that has little Rudolph reindeer. I don't know if you can see their horns so well on the video here. So we have the reindeer, snowy trees, some even smaller holly, and then a strand of Christmas lights in the center. I think that turned out really sweet. And then the last one that I made is one with little snowmen. How cute is that? So we have the snowmen and bows and Christmas trees on the edge, and then a poinsettia in the center. So these two didn't have any little dots jumping anywhere where they shouldn't be, at least not that I've noticed yet. So I got lucky with those. Of course, it was the one that, you know, I filmed myself making that had that one little jump. But overall, very pleased with these guys. Let me see if I can zoom out so you can see the whole set together. I don't think I mentioned earlier, but these were actually 5-inch circles, so I was working pretty small on these, but I think that adds to the cute factor. So I'm gonna get these listed on my Etsy shop. I'll put the link in the description box down below on this video if anyone's interested in getting a gift for somebody this year. If these inspire you to make your own mandala, please either tag me or link this video if you post it. I'd love to see it. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I do put out a new video every Friday. So see you next week. Bye.